Kithure Kindiki chased in Kiambu County and all the empowerment equipment were looted. Welcome back to our channel. Press the subscribe button for more news bulletins on Royal News, the channel where you get all your trending politics. We start our bulletins with a big conclusion that Kithure Kindiki has officially been rejected in Mount Kenyan region because Kiambu is part of Mount Kenya and Kithure Kindiki comes from Mount Kenya, which means we conclude total rejection. And Mount Kenyan region has totally concluded that anyone with an alliance with William Ruto is going to be kicked out and rejected. Now, Kithure Kindiki is just not a leader. He is the current sitting deputy president and definitely needs recognition from Mount Kenyan region, but that's not the case. Now, Kithure Kindiki carried empowerment program equipments and took them to Kiambu County, a place called Ruiru. Tanks, motorbikes, building motors, and a lot of equipments for empowering the youth and the general program. Imagine the embarrassment in home county. Home, he is basically at home. Kiambu is like home, you know.
Mmesikia pikipiki ni 30. Mmesikia water tanks ni 20. Mmesikia car wash machine ni 20. Computer 20. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Hii vibrator ni ya kufanya nini? Hii ya kukoroga kwa mijengo inaitwa vibrator. Pia zimetolewa vibrator 10. Iko mba sasa. Roiro hoe. Na iko nini tena? Nitaenda pale kwa pikipiki ndio nifanye namna hii. Ndio watu wa Kenya wajue leo ni siku ya Roiro. Noma si noma. Fire si fire. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Wacha sasa tusimame kwa wimbo wa taifa tufunge mkutano.
Total commotion as people start looting. I mean, it's being unrealistic. The empowerment programs are meant to help you guys, but you come in, destruct everything, loot everything. Home grounds, Kiambu, come on. What an embarrassment to Kithure Kindiki. That's a direct communication. I mean, they don't need the empowerment programs coming from William Ruto. Take it back to the State House. I mean, Kithure Kindiki must be devastated with the kind of embarrassment he is getting from home grounds. Total rejection. Why? Because of being in the current government that people are all currently singing one term. The one-term narrative has actually taken over. The bells of revolution are actually knocking the doors. But do you think Kenyans will actually succeed? We clearly know no Kenyan president has gone one term. So I don't understand if this narrative is actually going to kick off and take over. Now, during the speech, Kithure Kindiki was forced to wind up the speech because there was total commotion and chaos. People were looting and the insecurity was gaining momentum. Whom do you think could have orchestrated the whole looting and frustration program of Kithure Kindiki, because Rigathi Gachagua currently is out in America and not in the country? Who is initiating the embarrassment of Kithure Kindiki in home grounds, Kiambu? But I don't understand the narrative. If you guys reject the empowerment program, why steal the equipments? It does not make sense. You reject the government, the equipments of empowering are brought to you and you steal them. Why steal them? Reject the government, reject the empowerment programs too. The equipments, don't steal, don't take them. Reject, let them be taken back. Don't steal. Where are we heading as a country? Civilization is no longer a language in the Kenyan citizens. especially so the ones rejecting and fighting the current government. Now, Kiambu is actually embarrassing one of their own because Kithure Kindiki comes from Mount Kenyan region. That is just but a fact. And the frustrations only conclude one thing, that Mount Kenya wants nothing to do with Kithure Kindiki because he is in the current government. And anyone from Mount Kenya who is associated with the current government faces the very same rejection. We have seen Ichung'wah, the most hated politician currently in Kenya. And I don't even understand if anything happens to this current government, where Ichung'wah will go, or what will rather happen to him. I don't even want to discuss the effects of that because Ichung'wah totally rejected, totally frustrated. No one wants to hear anything. From Mount Kenya, no association with Ichung'wah. He is termed as the traitor. All terminologies are in Ichung'wah. This is total embarrassment. Imagine Kithure Kindiki in home grounds with the total humiliation, nothing else. Embarrassment, frustration, rejection, name it. Politics is getting intense, you guys. I don't know where we are heading to with this kind of... The political battles are getting intense. And I don't know how far this battle will be heading. Because come 2027, it will be a blaze zone. Well, it's not that easy. I even sympathize with Kithure Kindiki because Kithure Kindiki is the current deputy president and William Ruto is actually relying on Mount Kenya for votes come 2027. So as the deputy president sitting, Kithure Kindiki, where will he get the votes to give William Ruto for his support 2027? Because now it's clear there is total rejection, heckling, frustration, and humiliation in the home grounds. How will Kithure Kindiki answer to William Ruto come 2027 if he cannot bring on board Mount Kenya for support for William Ruto? Do you now agree that William Ruto made a great mistake to impeach Rigathi Gachagua? Well, mistakes are made, and now Rigathi Gachagua doesn't want anything to do with talks. What are our conclusions? Hostile grounds, rejection, heckling, embarrassment, home ground. Kithure Kindiki left speechless. Kindiki would actually be welcomed very well because he came home with empowerment equipment. He's here to develop the ongoing projects of development, and he took the development projects specifically home, which means people would have welcomed him with the open arms. But what happened? Gosh, unspeakable events. Why do you think Kiambu County reacted the way they did towards Kithure Kindiki, the current deputy, their own from home grounds? Mount Kenyan region. No joke. Why do you think Mount Kenyan region, Kiambu County, has rejected the empowerment program from Kithure Kindiki? Are they tired of blackmail? Is it time for a revolution? What will Kithure Kindiki do if he cannot attain support from Mount Kenyan region to back William Ruto come 2027? How will he answer to the president, who is currently devastated with the current nature of politics and how things have turned out with Mount Kenyan region locking him totally out? Well, leave me your views on the comment section. Subscribe to Royal News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. In case it's your first time to listening to Royal News, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you can be fast to receive the news bulletins once we upload them. JD Ishmaels.